Hey guys, what's up? I'm Diana and you're watching A Seasoned Mom and an Empty Nest. And well, this is Mother's Day weekend, and generally in my area of Colorado, this is the weekend that we plant our gardens. That's pretty much the rule of thumb, but it's not happening today. We're getting down in the 30s at night right now, and I'm just not comfortable quite yet planting. However, Monday it's supposed to get down just in the 40s, and I've been hardening my plants off for about 3 weeks now. I've been taking them out every day and letting them be in the sun and then taking them in. And some nights I don't take them in. I let them stay out in the cold. Not when it's really cold, but I've just been trying to get them adjusted to the cold because I already know, you know how it is here in Colorado. You can't predict the weather ever. So I was planning on planting my garden today, but it's not happening. Not only is it cold out here, it is windy. And there's nothing I hate more than wind mixed with cold and snow. Spring is really not my favorite time of the year, mainly for the reason of the wind. I hate it. I hate wind. But Monday, it should only be down in the 40s. And my plants I think my plants are used to being in temperatures of the 40s. Not my jalapenos though. I haven't brought my jalapenos outside. They're still inside. I haven't even tried to harden them off at all either. I'm leaving them inside, and I will probably plant those sometime mid-June, because then it will be warm enough and they should be a lot bigger and more established for me to plant. But the bed that I plan on planting my jalapenos in right now is occupied with carrots and beets, so they're not going in quite yet. Anyhow, since I can't plant today, I just figured I would use my day. Ooh, the wind quit. I would use my day to clean up out here, and I have a lot of see this mess going on back here. This is the lattice that has fallen down, and I just stacked it all in big piles over here, and it looks kind of dirty and trashy, and that bothers me. So I'm just thinking what I'll do today is get the garden clean. And tomorrow's Mother's Day, so I will probably spend the day with my mom, and then Monday I think would be a good time for us to plant the garden. But until then, this is what I'm going to get cleaned up. I got a lot of, this is all cedar bark that I bought last year. It was on sale. I put down cedar, shredded red cedar last year throughout the whole garden, but this year, before I rototilled it, I raked it all up and I put it in this giant bag here. I'll probably go ahead and put this down in some areas and then put the fresh cedar over it. I got my trellis ready to plant my cucumbers, and I'm going to show you guys my cucumbers. They are massive. They have to get in the ground very, very soon. I'm really excited about that. But anyhow, see where the lattice, the wind has just, this was really cheap lattice, y'all. I'm gonna hopefully replace it with some plastic lattice that's a little bit sturdier. But this did last for about, we put it up the first year, so this is my third year, so it's lasted down here, but it didn't last in this section. And oh, this whole fence line used to be lattice, and this is all that's left, what's right there. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and throw all this over the fence so I can get it into the garbage, and I'm going to get this cleaned up. Alright you guys, I want to show you my seedlings and how well they're doing. I'm really impressed with my cucumbers, but I think I need to get them in the ground soon. Look at that. Aren't they great? They're just coming along just really good. Some of them are starting to turn yellow right at the bottom. So I think it's time to get them in the ground. And some of my tomatoes, look at this. This is my Black Beauty. Oops, one of my cucumbers fell. This is one of my, yeah, that's a Black Beauty. And they're getting really big, starting to get blooms on them. So I can hardly wait to get these in the ground. I even have some cabbage, which I could get that out now actually. So this is pretty exciting. Take a look at these. Everything is growing really nice. So if I just dumped my cucumbers. This is my cabbage, so I need to probably go get it planted. And I do have some that's not doing as well. Let me show that to you real quick. Alright, so these are the seedlings that when I showed you everything that had died, I had to replant a lot of stuff. And one of the ones that I had to replant were my Abraham Lincolns. And they got a little bit too much water and they kind of started dying off, and so they're struggling. This is them, but I think they're gonna be okay. I let them come out today. They got a little bit of sun today, and I'm gonna give them some water. I'm doing good with, like, that's a Japanese curry squash, and so is that one. And then I've got some Kajari melons and tiger melons here. There's a ground cherry there, and then some cayenne pepper. And then these are my nasturtiums, and then those are all of my jalapenos in there. I'm not going to take those out. Those I won't even plant until June, so I've got plenty of time for them to grow. And then some zinnias. Anyhow, that's how those are looking. I'll be glad when... Looks like this probably needs a little bit of fertilizer, but I'll be glad when I can go ahead and get them all planted. Okay, everybody, I have pretty much got everything cleaned up and raked and as clean as I'm gonna get it. I got all of the lattice taken and I busted it all up and got it in the dumpster, and then rearranged and cleaned up all this area. Raked up all the leaves and everything. So I have a lot of plans. I got plans for this little entryway arbor here. Hopefully it works, what I'm gonna do with it. So the wind is still blowing. It has warmed up somewhat, but the wind is still blowing out here, and I'm pretty much done doing everything that I'm gonna do out here for the days. So I'm gonna call it a day and be done. So just want to say thanks for hanging out with me today, and hope you all have a really happy Mother's Day. Enjoy it. God bless you. Bye-bye.